There's a straightforward grading scale in the class of 1,000 points, which you can see on this chart. To demonstrate your learning in the class and to earn points towards your grade, there are 5 basic types of assignments. There's classroom participation, there's homework questions for each unit of reading, there are reading quizzes for each unit, there's hands-on practicing democracy assignments, and a final exam. We're going to go over each of these in turn. Every other week you're going to do an assignment that we call a practicing democracy assignment. It's a hands-on learning assignment. And you're going to start doing these right out of the gate. Your first assignment is due the first Sunday of the term. Then you'll turn in 2 more, one at week 3 and then one at week 5. This assignment's worth 120 points total. Each of these individual assignments will be worth about 40 points each. Once you complete the assignment, you'll fill out the template. You'll create one document for the assignment. All your photographs, etc., will be put into the one template, and then you're going to upload that one document to turnitin.com to the appropriate folder.
For some of you, you've got these crazy work schedules and you're never, with anybody real. And so you're going to need to do stuff that's more social media oriented. For others of you, that'll just drive you crazy, and doing a group with a group of people to have a discussion and dinner to talk about the environment and what people can do to have an impact on the politics of the environment, that might work out better for you. I said earlier I wanted you to be thinking critically, and I said I have a point of view. I definitely do. I tend to be what more people would call more liberal. I don't need you to be, though. I don't need you to have my point of view. In the best of all worlds, I'd love us all to be liberals, haha, right? But maybe not, actually. One of the amazing things about crowdsourcing that we understand is that varying points of view actually lead to a more intelligent outcome. I want your thinking. I want your best thinking.
Then there's a final exam. This will be due the final week of the summer term, and the final will be cumulative with potential questions covering the whole term. The way that it'll work is that I'll give you some questions to study in advance, but when you actually take the exam, you won't get all of those questions. Instead, you'll get maybe 1 or 2 of them that will be randomly generated once you log on to the Catalyst system. So, I strongly encourage you to outline all of the questions that I give you in advance so that you're ready for whatever prompt or prompts you get from Catalyst. If you like, you can write out the responses to all the questions that I give you in advance and then simply upload your pre-written response once you know what question or questions you get. But you really don't need to do that. Mostly what I want you to do is study the questions, review the course readings, and prepare your responses. You should create an outline, create a bibliographic list of the readings you're going to use for any given question, and then be ready to write your essay once you get the question. Then, after you finish writing your question or writing your response, you're going to submit your response using the template that I give you. You're going to submit this both to Catalyst and then also to turnitin.com using the correct folder, and again using the template for the exam response. Make sure again you submit the exam to both places, to Catalyst and Turnitin. If you don't do that, you won't get a grade for the final.
Oh, and then this present that I had for you. And that was extra credit. Okay, you can earn up to 100 points of extra credit. Now, let's just say, I don't like any of this. I want to do something else. I'd like to go and volunteer for Mike Honda for Congress, or Mike Honda's opponent, right? I'd like to volunteer and put in some time in the community. If you have something that you think is worth 100 points of extra credit, propose it to me. We'll negotiate. And you got some other way you want to demonstrate your learning? Let me know. There are going to be, over the course of the summer, some events that I might send you to, some lecture, some community thing. Typically, you would go participate, write a short one-page essay. What you did, what you learned, how it relates to the class learning goals. There's some movie reviews that you can do. If we set up an online help session, we will announce it and it will be listed on the help session page. And then by participating in this 1 hour online help session,
you would then fill out the extra credit cover sheet or template and submit that to the folder on Turnitin.com. All extra credit has to be completed before the beginning of the final week of the term, because I'm not going to accept any extra credit in the final week of the class when I really want you to be focusing on your final exam and getting ready to be done.
Okay, so we're going to talk about turning in work. You're going to check the class calendar each week. Remember that each summer week does 2 different units. So you need to go, this week Unit 1, Unit 2. Unit 1 has a lot of hands-on participation stuff, setting up, your Facebook page, et cetera, et cetera. Unit 2 gets more into some substantive reading. You're going to take a weekly quiz, et cetera. All work in general is due by 10 p.m. on Sunday. I don't take late work. Again, try to do it gradually so you're not all jammed up at the last minute. Catalyst. It is not the most elegant tool in the world. It's kind of clunky, but it's what we have. You can orient yourself on Catalyst on the Catalyst open, front page. There's a Catalyst, for beginners or something like that, orientation.
Fortunately, you won't be turning in very much on Catalyst. What you're going to do on Catalyst each week is take 2 reading quizzes, which are due on Sundays at 10 p.m. Most of your work then is going to be submitted on Turnitin.com.
When you turn in work on Catalyst, sometimes it will have multiple parts. Like, for example, if you do a hands-on assignment, a practicing democracy assignment, and maybe you've taken some photographs and you've got a petition and you've got some voter registration forms, what you're going to need to do is combine those all into one unified document, then slim it down so that it can be uploaded onto Catalyst as one document. I will not take multiple documents. I want to be able to open up one document and scroll through it. You can use Microsoft Word, you can use OpenOffice, you can do TXT files, and you can use PDF files. Turnitin takes the assignment that you submit and it compares it with billions of other documents on the internet. And if you're plagiarizing, you'll be caught, and then I'll fail you. So don't, all right? What Turnitin also does, which is kind of cool, is it provides me with easy ways of giving you feedback on your work. And so I and the teaching assistants will be reading your assignment. I'll be grading them, but they'll be helping me make comments. When we give you feedback on the Turnitin assignment, then you'll go look, you'll see what your grade is, and then open up the Turnitin feedback mechanisms. Look at the comments that we've given you in the overall comments, and then we can see whether you've read the comments or not. You can get help. We have teaching assistants. You can email me. I can do office hours by appointment. In addition, and give me the next one, what you really want to do is use your peers. Together, you all know way more than I know, and you're way smarter than I am. You combine your resources, and you can get a lot done. And the thing is, how many of you wake up really early in the morning? Okay, how many of you are just going to bed when those people are getting up? We have 24/7 coverage, basically. You all are thinking a lot about the class, hopefully, and then can really be responsive. You can be your best support group and your best reference. My goal right now is for you to feel confident that you know what you need to do to be successful in this class. what the assignments are, how to turn in work, and how to get help.